It was a quiet night, just you, alone in your room, mindlessly scrolling through your phone. The usual city sounds were muffled, replaced by the faint howl of the wind outside. Streetlights cast long, dancing shadows across your walls, turning familiar shapes into something else. You were just about to swipe to the next video when the lights flickered. Once, twice, then steady again. Annoying, but nothing to worry about. Until, out of the corner of your eye, you saw it, a shadow, darker than the rest, darting across the room where no shadow should be. You blinked, shaking your head. It's late. Your eyes are playing tricks on you. It had to be, but then your phone, silent in your hand just a moment ago. Big on Turen, the screen lit up, displaying a string of numbers you didn't recognize. Unknown caller. Your thumb hovered over the decline button, but before you could press it, the call ended on its own. A sudden, cold breeze brushed the back of your neck, raising goosebumps on your arms. Your eyes darted to the window. It was shut tight. Then came the sound, a low, drawn-out creak from the hallway. Your bedroom door, which you always kept slightly ajar, was slowly swinging inward, as if someone or something was pushing it open from the other side. Your heart hammered against your ribs. Every instinct screamed at you to run, to hide. You held your breath, listening, waiting. But there was only silence. Slowly, you turned your head back to the room. It looked the same, empty. But was it? A faint whisper, like static from a dead radio channel, seemed to snake out from the darkest corner of the room. You couldn't make out the words, but the sound itself was enough to make your blood run cold. You told yourself it was the wind again, that your mind was just filling in the blanks. That's when you noticed the chair, the one you'd left by your desk. It was closer now, not by much, just an inch or two, but it had definitely moved. Your eyes scanned the room, wide with dawning terror. A book on your shelf slid silently off the edge and landed on the floor with a soft thud. It wasn't a draft. It wasn't your imagination. Something was happening. The shadow in the corner began to shift again, no longer just a patch of darkness, but something with form. It stretched elongated, its edges rippling as it reached out across the floor, crawling toward your bed. A choked gasp escaped your lips, and you stumbled backward, scrambling away from the encroaching darkness. Your back hit the wall. You spun around, fumbling for the doorknob, your only thought to get out. But as your fingers brushed against the cold metal, the door slammed shut with a violent, deafening bang that echoed through the room, shaking the very floor beneath you. You were The room plunged into near-total darkness as the main shadow consumed the faint light from the window. In that suffocating gloom, a figure began to coalesce. It was tall, indistinct, its form wavering like a heat haze. You couldn't see a face, only a void where a face should be, but you felt its stare fixed directly on you. The air grew heavy and icy, and a voice, no longer a faint whisper but a clear, chilling rasp, echoed right beside your ear. "I've been waiting for you." The words hung in the air, paralyzing you with fear. And then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the figure dissolved. It simply vanished, taking the suffocating darkness with it. The room was silent again. The air was still bitingly cold. You stood there, trembling, every muscle locked tight. You tried to force yourself to breathe, to calm the frantic beating of your heart, telling yourself it was over. But the feeling of being watched, of an unseen presence lingering just at the edge of your vision, never left. And from the shadows, a final, faint whisper promised, "I'll be back." Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more chills. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had an experience you just can't explain. Stay safe, and see you next time.